Hi there, my name is April Sawtelle and welcome to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is another decluttering video. Remember the first this, then also? Well, this is another video about that. On the first video I did, I showed you that I was cleaning this cabinet underneath. I cleaned one of the cupboards out. Today what I'm going to be doing is I've got two more cupboards in here I want to tackle. Here's the cabinet. I've already tackled this one on the last video. I will be pulling everything out of this one and seeing what is going on under there. I'm going to put a couple of these boxes right here behind me, and that way whatever I decide I'm not keeping is leaving my house. If you watch my other video, I explain how I'm really trying to declutter and I am trying to get rid of so much stuff. So I'm going to put these out and let's get started. I'm going to start off by just putting everything out here on the table. I'm also going to try to make a very quick decision. I don't want to linger on these decisions. I really don't want much stuff anymore. I want to make it quick. I want to be yes or no. I'm either keeping it or I'm not. I know in the first video I said that that's how I was going to approach this. It was a little hard for me. It took quite a long time. I talked too much and I was feeling a little bit apprehensive. I just have a hard time to get rid of the stuff. Well, I'm getting better at it. So I'm hoping that in this video I show my progress of how I can go yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. Okay, let's get started. I don't have a real big area, so there probably isn't as much stuff as I think there is in here. But let's just see. These drawers are pretty, I always say that. These drawers are pretty small, and I know I always say that, but they really are. So, well, let's just see what I can pull out of here. On my other channel, Hanging with April, I'm doing the same thing. I'm decluttering my whole house. I've made a few videos over there of going through my house. I'm doing just an hour at a time, and I'm just doing small little increments right now to get started. But if you want to watch that, I will put the link below. I say there might not be that much stuff, but I can't believe how much stuff there is. If these cupboards are so narrow, I guess I know how to pack them. Okay, so this is the top of one of those little narrow cabinets. I'm going to pull it all out and then I'll go through it all. It's really comical, you guys. I just don't get this. I really don't get how this all fit in there. I'm just going to take a picture down here to show you. It's way too funny. You can clearly see down there that there really isn't much room. Remember, this is two cabinets. Two skinny cabinets. Okay, so I have two of these. I got these at an estate sale and they had thread in them, of course, and they were beautiful and they have some old pieces in here. Unfortunately, I used to have a ton of sewing boxes. I've since gotten rid of all of them. I just don't need any collections. I'm not going to keep these. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I'm not going to keep them. I'm going to get these out of my house now until I just figure out what I want to do. I had some ideas. I just need to hold on to them just a little bit longer and think about it. So for now, I think I'm just going to stick these up in my garage. I have like all my sewing machine boxes because I used to collect sewing boxes. But I have tons of sewing machine boxes, computer boxes. You know that box collection that I tell you I have. So I think I'll stick these up there just to get them out of the house till I'm sure what I want to do with them. Look how much space. I still just can't believe that this all fits in that. It's just so funny to me. Okay, I'm going to bring these over to the other table to get them off the counter. No, I'm not. I can see my progress. I'm going to put everything over here and see how much I really got rid of. So I'll put those where they need to go later. All right. This is brand new. I think I told you that too. As I go along, I'm going to find a lot of brand new things that I've never used. I am going to keep this. This is all fun color and activity stuff. Remember when I decluttered the last time, I had all that art stuff that wasn't really sewing related, but I'm going to put this down there with the art stuff because I will use that through time. If not, I can give it as a gift. Okay, that one's put away. This is not sewing stuff either. This is all stamps. My daughter had given me this way back when. I won't use them. I don't know how to do them. I'm not in paper projects at all, so I'm going to pass these along. I think I will put these with, send them back up to the lady that I was going to send everything to. So how did that work out? Getting rid of the last stuff. Okay, let me tell you. It is sitting at the bottom of my stairs, waiting to get to my car. Now, right now, my car is full of other stuff that my neighbor has donated, clothes and such, that I am going to drop off to my sister. She'll be able to donate them to the homeless. So, I didn't want to put this stuff in there until I get that stuff out. So, no, that didn't work out very good at all for me. Meanwhile, I started the other channel and I started decluttering my whole house. Just small little pieces so far. I haven't taken that stuff out either. So that is going to be something I have to do because now I've got piles again. Clutter piles that need to leave. I will get to them very, very soon. But for now, I'm just being right honest with you guys. I didn't do what I said. I said I was going to take it right out of here no matter what. I felt so assertive. I felt like I can do this, and I didn't. I didn't do it. But I know I can, and I know it's leaving. And I have not any of those items that I've gotten rid of anywhere through my house have I felt, oh, I feel bad about that. No, I don't. It's just I've got to make the delivery. I will get there. Back on track. Go ahead. I'm going to put this in a box, and this box is going to go with those other boxes. So these stamps, out of here. These are my bungee cords. Years ago, I used to hang them. I have hooks on my ceiling, and I would hang them. And I had a rod, and it would lift it, and I had another rod, so I could quilt and have all of the drape taken off before I got my long arm. I don't use these in the house anymore. So these will go to the garage and see if my husband needs them for something. Okay, let's start here. I've got pattern paper. I've got freezer paper. I've got more pattern paper. Okay, those are keeps. This is a bag of screws. I'm going to set them here. The middle drawer is my junk drawer, so I can't shut it right now, but I'll put them where they go for now, because I'll be cleaning that out too. These are the mustaches. I had bought a whole bunch of them for all of the kids. Maybe what we're going to do is I will put these with their Easter gifts, and maybe we'll finally use them up. I have a bunch of packs of these somewhere around here, just for something fun to do. They're also all getting, like their Taylor Swift bracelets, their friendship bracelets. I bought tons of those. And I decided that this year everybody's getting roller skates. So we can have a lot of fun doing roller skating because we all do love to roller skate. All right, I'm going to put them down there with their gifts. All right, bag of bags. My bag of bags are going to just stay until the end of my whole decluttering journey here. I'm going to put these right here beside me for a few minutes. Okay, so here I go again. Now what do? I feel like I have all these scraps of backing, and I don't really feel like I want to part with them yet because I have a whole basket downstairs in my long arm room of backing that sometimes I will piece it together, like when I'm doing a free motion quilt and I'm doing almost like an applique on my long arm. I will sometimes piece little pieces of batting into that. I think for now, I can just put it in a basket and put it where it goes downstairs with the rest of the batting. And then when I go down and I'm doing that room sometime, I might be able to go through the whole thing at once and get rid of tons of it at that time. I told you guys that in my other video about first this, then also. I kind of like with like. So I kind of have a hard time to part with this stuff until it's with the like stuff. This one is a Heat and Bond Light iron-on adhesive. And this one is a Heat and Bond Lightweight iron-on fusible interfacing. This is my precision fusing mat. I love using this to trace things and to iron when you're doing applique and stuff, when you're sewing on adhesives. So that needs to stay with this stuff because it's all for my adhesive. But I'm doing like art quilts and stuff, or I'm doing raw edge applique, but I'm trying to put it on a fusible piece. So that will stay there. And it was together. These are the instructions. I guess I don't need this because I see that these all still have the instructions. As you unfold it, there's instructions. So this will be trash. This one is just a piece of wax paper. I would normally keep that for what? I will never find it. I won't even know it's there. I'll throw it today. Just because I really like to see my progress, I'm going to put my trash in this clear bag. Just because it's fun for me to say, oh gosh, look how much trash I was holding on to thinking I was going to reuse that stuff. So for right now, let's just keep that. These are stickers, and all they are white, like labels. I am going to keep that for now. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with these labels yet, but I'm going to set them here, and I'm going to think about it because I don't use them. But will I use them? They might be good to do like on my office part of my desk and put them on my files. Maybe. As a matter of fact, I'm going to set them there, but then I'm going to put them in a file cabinet where all the office stuff is. So let's get this out of my sewing area. This is more batted. This is just pieces. You know, it's nice to just stuff little pillows and stuff. As a matter of fact, my little grandkids, when they were making pillows, we did stuff them with this. So that's going to go downstairs with the other backing. Okay, this is something I started. And I don't know if I like that I started it. I said I was going to stop buying wrapping paper. I'm not buying any more wrapping paper. I said this quite a few years ago because being who I am, I would go out after Christmas and I would buy up all the rolls of wrapping paper for dirt cheap. Well, over time, the Amazon started coming in all the time. And in that comes, this came in one box, I'm sure. But I can get rolls of this from the Amazon boxes. So I started rolling it up and putting it with my wrapping paper, which I have in a different section of my house. So for now, so I would still like to stick to that. I really don't want to buy wrapping paper. So I'll put this in there for now, and then I'll go through all the wrapping paper at another time. But that can leave the sewing area. Okay, bag of bags. Keep that going. More bags of more bags. These are like Ziploc bags. And I am honest, I like to use the old bags before I use the new bags. So, I mean, I don't use them for food, but if you need to put crayons, or you need to put the markers, or you need to put whatever it is, little pins, I want to just grab a bag that's already been used. My grandmother used to wash her baggies. I'm not kidding. She was so frugal. And now I have found myself doing it before. How does that happen? I don't get it. It's not something, look, it's not something like, oh, April doesn't just sit here and wash her baggies. But I have done it before. And then I hang it right up over there by my sink. Let it dry because it's like, oh, that was barely used for anything. So I'm turning into my mom, my grandma, my other grandmother. Who would have ever thought that? I certainly would never have. More backing. Okay, baggies. These are jumbos. These are the huge ones. I love these ones so much for projects. So this is great. I clearly haven't used them in a while because they were packed way under there. This piece of fabric I know I don't want. It has a stain on it and it's silk, and I'll throw it in the bag of scraps because I will be getting rid of that real soon. They're just really crumbles, and I usually would save those, and I'm trying not to save those. I'm talking not scrap quilt crumbles. I mean like crumbles. Like they're just little bits and pieces. So I'm going to get rid of that this time around. More of that foam that I'm just going to get rid of. This is an entire bag of bags. Honestly, it's trash. I have to throw it. You know what they were? They were just bags from my pillows. From when I bought pillows once. Which I need to buy pillows again. I need to just toss that. I have such a hard time. Oh, maybe I'll use them. Look how much space they take up. Okay, this is a bag of baggies. So now I've got 2 bags of baggies. Alright. Look at that nice gallon bag. Alright, I'm going to keep that one. I'm just going to crinkle this up really small. And I'm going to just keep it for right now. Because here's the other thing. I am going to be going through everything in this entire house. So all the little bits, all the little pieces, all the old crayon, all the blah, blah, all that stuff is going to need to go in bags. So, okay, I think I better keep this too. These bags I can just fill up with the coloring books that I'm getting rid of. And I don't know what to do. Okay, no, I'm going to throw this one and I'm going to keep the baggies. And I'm going to put them back down there. Okay, I'm still making a dent, right? This is pieces and remnants of fusible and little tiny pieces of interfacing. So before I go cut off any yardage or anything like that, I'm going to use, it's like a scrap bin for that stuff. And let's just look through. Yeah, see, when you need just a little piece, well, that one's just wax paper. But see, it's all the little pieces and stuff of heat and bond. But there's no sense to use the big ones when I have all these scraps that I can, if you only need a little piece of fabric this big with a piece of heat and bond on it, I will go to the scrap pile first. Now we've got more heat and bond. Okay. As much as I say like with like, I mean, it is together. Okay, we've got more heat and bond, more Wonder Under transfer fusion web. Maybe it was a good idea I looked through this. See, that's what's so awful. If I was doing something and I said, I need a piece of Wonder Under, I might not remember that I have that. And then I might go to the store and buy it. And I'm really trying to stop that. And here's the problem. My husband does this too. With like tools and parts and things like that. He'll be like, oh, I don't have a tool for that. Whatever it is he's doing. And it's like, you sure? There's like a million tools out there. And then once we get out there and after he's purchased the stuff, he's like, oh, I had 5 of those. I forgot. Because it's out of sight, out of mind. So we're going to work together, him and I, and get that garage in order too. Okay, more fusible interfacing. I guess it is together though, isn't it? Interfacing, non-woven, sew-in interfacing. This stuff here would have come in some estate sale. But I feel like I don't want to part with it yet because there's so many things I want to make, like bags, certain kinds of bags that I'm going to need, some good stabilizers. I did purchase a while back some Pellon for t-shirt quilts. Okay, I'm just going to be okay with it. That's all. I'll be okay that I have all this. But now that I've gone through it, now I know that I have a lot of this stuff here. And we're going to put the big pieces with the big pieces. Maybe that will be better. There's some more Pellon. This is Fusible Interfacing Lightweight by Pellon. So we'll keep that down here with that. So we've got Fusible Interfacing Pellon. We've got Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. I bought those by accident because I was making pajamas for everybody. I had 14 sets of pajamas I made one year. And I put a raw edge applique here on the shirt. And I bought this and it made it like so stiff on there, everybody's shirts, that I had to peel them off and start over. And I ordered some. I went back and I got the lightweight one. So not so much happening after all. Interfacings, wax paper, fuse and mat, everything to do with applique and stuff. Bag of bags, bedding bags. Now, I do love bedding bags, so I'm going to keep that for now. I like that they already have the zipper, they're clear, and I do use those for a lot of things, and you'll see that as I go along. You'll see more areas where I do have those zippered bags. This is some clear transparent paper. I think I'm going to put that in the bag with the interfacings and all that. It's just the spot where I'm going to go. Anything I need that's in that category. Just like through the house, I have more areas where I have more stuff like for t-shirt quilts, like for making bags, clear bags. I have all of the vinyl. So I do have different bundles like this, and when I get to those, I probably will put them all in one area, like with like, because right now I have some in there, some here, and I might have some stuff back here, and I know I have a few items below here. I've ordered them and I haven't even opened those yet. So okay, more interfacing. So I have a good idea for one of my stickers that I've had for a long time and I've never used them. I'm going to use one. I don't have a label maker, and I don't probably need a label maker, but I've got a label right here. We're going to pop that on there. I'll use my handy dandy Sharpie, and I'm going to write interfacing, fusible, webbing, vinyl, and this netting. I have this in several places too. I think I'm going to keep it all right in here too. Actually, I think that whole bag is this. Yeah, the whole bag is. And I have used this on projects before. This one, though, is not. So that one can go in here. And this one can go in here. And then when I find the others, like with like, then I can go through the whole thing and see what I actually don't want. I will put this underneath there. That's one thing that's going back. My light sewable heat and bond. My iron-on fusible heat and bond. I'm going to put those on a shelf. Found another roll. Look how big that is. That roll came in one box from Amazon. That is so wasteful. It wasn't a very big box. They put so much paper in there. I think this might have been the first one I did when I said, I can't throw this away. I have to save this. I'm going to quit buying wrapping paper, and I'm always just going to use this, whatever I get for free, in these shipments that we get. So I just couldn't believe that. I know this was the first one, and I was just shocked. I don't think any of them have been quite this big since, but they put a lot of paper. That's going to go with my wrapping paper, though. I'm not going to keep that out here. My fusing mat, which I absolutely love so much. I haven't used it in a while, but I'm excited to. And then I will put my papers together and my baggies, which I love these big baggies. I don't need this basket. This is going to where the wrapping paper goes. This is going to my office supply file cabinet, which is in another room. Oh, I accidentally put this in my bag of trash. Okay, bag of trash. Yay. See, I do like to see that because that's a big amount of space. I'm down to a bag of baggies. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. And this is actually going to be leaving this area too. So as far as getting rid of stuff, it looks like I'm only really, these are going to that girl. These are leaving, going into the garage, so they're leaving this space. This is going to the garage. This is going to the spot where the paper is. And this is going to the office file cabinet. Let's just see how much stuff we're getting out of here. This one is garbage. This I'm going to keep, but I'm going to put this down here under the cabinet with the baggies. Another one that's going to my wrapping paper area and all of this batting. So this is all leaving this area. So this feels really good. If you really think about it, I am getting rid of a lot. So those are leaving, these are leaving. This is going to the garage. The bag of trash, the basket. There's really not a lot that I'm keeping out of this pile. This is just going into the batting basket. I call that progress. Boy, does that feel good. I'm going to be able to have everything right at my fingertips. I'm actually starting to love this, guys. I guess my hour is up here. I got a lot done. I feel very, very happy about this. This is going to make my life so much easier. Everything's going to be at my fingertips. And stay tuned. I'll be posting more episodes of First This, Then I'll Sew. If you want to see more on my decluttering, you can jump over to my other channel, Hanging with April. Over there, I'm doing a lot of decluttering as well. I'll be back with lots more sewing videos and tutorials. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and ring the bell. Ring the bell if you want to be notified every time I put out a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Remember to keep it simple. Have a nice day. Bye. Bye, little Miss Reddy Thready.